Hello guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. If you're new here, my name is Favor Ofara and I am a Nigerian travel and lifestyle vlogger. Do well to hit the subscribe button if you have not. And if you don't know, I traveled to Benin Republic during the past months and spent some time there. In this video, like you saw from the title of the video, I'm going to be talking about culture shocks that I met in Benin Republic. Like, I was literally shocked when I found out about them. So you do want to stay tuned, okay? Don't forget to hit the like button, share this video, and remember to check out my other videos. I have a playlist dedicated to Benin Republic, so you do want to check out those videos to watch my experiences as a Nigerian in Benin Republic. So on today's video, the first point I'm going to be talking about is the language. If you don't know, or if you already know, the major spoken language in Benin Republic is French. It's an African country, a West African country, just close to Nigeria, that borders Nigeria and Togo, and close to Ghana too. That's the majorly spoken language. I can literally tell you that majority of persons you find on the streets don't understand English. Yeah, I was surprised too, because I felt English is the universal language, but yeah, they are what we call francophone and anglophone countries. So yes, we have that in West Africa. During my conversation with some of the locals there, I discovered that they found English really more difficult compared to, like, I don't know, they actually, someone told me that English is actually very difficult, and I was very surprised, coming from Nigeria where there are other languages too, but then English is majorly spoken and understood. Even if you don't understand English, you understand pidgin, you get. Another thing again that surprised me in this language aspect is the fact that even their TVs, their radio station is all translated in French, their apps, everything is in French, their network providers is in French, down to their music itself. It's just few times when I was in the cab, I listened to Nigerian music. I was like, okay, now this is English. But I'm not saying that they don't speak English at all. You just find maybe like 2 out of 20 persons, if I'm not exaggerating. But I'm just talking from my own experience, okay? Yeah. Second point is food and water. I found out that food is actually really cheap, like affordable in Benin Republic. The reason why I say so is that when we first arrived at Porto-Novo, we went to the Porto-Novo market called Ojanla. So that market, we decided to get stuffs. You know, coming to a new country, most times, it's not everybody that can easily adapt to the change of food. So we decided to, you know, just try out a more general food, which was pasta, and buy other stuffs with rice alongside. And we found out that food was actually cheap compared to my home country, Nigeria. When I'm talking about being cheap, I'm talking about turkey, I'm talking about chicken, your proteins, your fish. We found it very, very inexpensive. And yeah, that's one thing I found as a culture shock. And then the water, I'm someone that I actually react to water and change of environment. So I don't know, the water did not really go well with me. But then we found an alternative. I'm going to be placing it on the screen. A bottle water, a large size bottle water that you can just buy if you're staying for more than days, like weeks or months there, if you're someone like me too, okay? Next on, my third point is going to be data, guys. You know this thing, if you've ever tried to plan a trip to Benin Republic, they will tell you that data is ridiculously expensive. You think it's a joke. Guys, that's not a joke at all. It is expensive. Like, did you see the way I draw the expensive? It's very expensive, super expensive. We in Nigeria here, we are complaining about data being expensive. So my dear, if you go to Benin Republic, you'll be shocked, like beyond shocked. That's why most times when you're looking for like Airbnbs or accommodations on all these websites, booking.com, Airbnbs, you don't see Wi-Fi as part of the, you know, like amenities that comes with these accommodations, because data is expensive, my dear. It's really expensive. So if you're going to go there, just prepare your mind. Just set aside a budget for data if you want to be online, or better still, don't forget to look for accommodations that have Wi-Fi added to it. It is very important. It's going to save you, I promise you, okay? My fourth point is on transportation, guys. I don't know if it's the removal of fuel subsidy that affected the transportation cost in Benin Republic. I found out that it was really expensive, but then if you want to go for inexpensive choices, you just go for, you know, bikes and maybe kekenon. Kekenon is called keke in Nigeria, and tricycle in other places, right? But then you find it really difficult to see keke. Most times you just see bikes there. And this brings me to my fifth point, vehicles. Guys, I noticed that bikes are so much to Benin Republic. Like the number of bikes you see there compared to cars and keke non is just like 5:3:1. The bikes is 5, the ratio, then cars 3, then keke non like 1. Like that's the ratio I'm giving it, because bikes were so much. And another thing again I discovered, which will bring me to my 6th point, organization. Benin Republic as a country, I noticed that they are super organized. I am not exaggerating, down to their roads. Apart from the fact that they have good roads, if you don't believe, you can just check out my other videos. They have good wide 8-lane roads. When we're driving from Porto-Novo to Cotonou, we found out that they have a separate lane for bikes. Bikes are much, you know, if you're coming from a place like maybe Lagos or other parts or African countries where they have so much bikes, you think that this country will be a very rowdy place because of bikes. But no, ladies and gentlemen, it is not like that. They have a lane separately for bikes, they have a lane separately for cars, and they have a lane for trailers. Like, I was amazed. I was like, wow. Aside from that, another organization I noticed that every bike man wears helmets. Everybody is on helmet, and again they have a uniform, a yellow colored uniform. Many places on the screen, so you see every bike man is on yellow colored uniform and helmet. And I just found that really amazing. Like, it was so beautiful to see that this country is so organized like this, even with the rate of bikes they have. So now my 7th point is the tourism aspect. Ladies and gentlemen, I found out that Beninese or Benin Republic, they don't take tourism for granted at all. Benin Republic might be a small country compared to other West African countries or other African countries in general, but this country, apart from the fact that they are organized, and like I said before, they don't take tourism for granted at all. They make sure they invest in their tourism. If you visit the Python temple, you understand what I'm trying to say. When we visited the Python temple, we found out that there were lots of big buses, big luxurious buses, as tour buses that brought people to these tourist attraction sites. Different people from different parts of the world. You see whites, blacks, Arabians, Chinese, different people coming to see this Python temple. I was blue. Apart from the fact that these people that visit want to see this voodoo religion, which is a very popular religion, they want to see how it's actually been practiced or hear the reasons why they visit. There are other stories like the Woman King. If you've watched the Woman King came out recently, I think last year, 2022 years, you already know the story of the Woman King. And guys, you know that the background story is from Benin Republic. They have a statue called the Amazon statue in the heart of Cotonou. This statue is very beautiful. If you've seen my video, you already saw what it looks like. Other parts of Benin Republic, like the mall, the beach, you find a lots of whites, lots of blacks, lots of different people from all over the world, basically. So now that will bring us to our 8th point, being that I don't know, but I personally found out that the cost of artifacts is actually very expensive. Maybe with time, or I'll get to that stage where I'll be able to afford artifacts, but they have beautiful artifacts. They have really good art craftsmen that put in their work to make sure that the artifacts come out really nice. Benin Republic is a country that they don't joke with their culture, they don't joke with their history at all, and I really appreciate that. If you love getting artifacts or souvenirs, definitely don't forget to get in Benin Republic. Just budget a different money for it, okay? So now my 9th point, I found out that they still use coins in Benin Republic, and I was like, wow. I don't know if it's a good thing, but yeah, they stopped using coins in Nigeria for a long time. So when I saw the coins, I was like, wow, this is nice. And the fact that they have every denomination, they have their 1,000 sefa, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, and 10,000 sefa in notes. They also have 500 sefa in notes. Then they have coins 20, 50, 100, 25, and it was really amazing to know. Okay, and then now to our last final point, is charging port. Don't come for me, but I wasn't expecting the charging port I saw. I was supposed to know that different countries will have different types of charging ports, but the truth is that I don't know, maybe it's the accommodation I stayed in, but I've never seen that kind of charging ports before. And I was like, how do we even get adapter to pass into this charge? But that's the story for another day. You guys, if you're traveling to Benin Republic, make sure you carry adapter that would match the charging ports. I think this is just a tip to make sure you tour the city, because this country, like I said, they heavily invest in tourism. Have you seen the longest graffiti wall in the world? The longest art graffiti wall in the world is in Benin Republic, so you do want to go and check it out. Okay, thank you so much for watching to this very part of the video. If you got to this part, you actually are an OG. So please hit the like button, share this video to anyone that you think would be interested in it, and I'm going to see you in my next video.